Vedant,
Yes, sir.
can you start?
Can we start?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Vaishnavi? Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. Nelson Mandela once said, Education, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Good morning, everyone. It's a lovely morning, and I deem it an honor to welcome you all on the behalf of Civil Engineering Department of AISSMS College of Engineering to a live webinar on entrepreneurial mindset in association with Vanaha Education and Innovation Labs. Vanaha is comprehensive education platform and collaborative learning environment which promotes education, training, and research focused on capacity building of students through hand-on project based on training and networking programs. And today, we are honored to have with us Mr. Satadru Chaudhary. He is the founder and director of Panaha Education and Innovation Labs. He is also a civil engineer, a public speaker, career guide, and also has a vast experience in construction business. Thank you so much, sir, for joining with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for such a warm invitation and warm introduction to Banaha and as well as us. So we are very much eager to. I'm actually look forward to this webinar from along. So I'm so happy to be a part of this.
Thank you, sir. With no delay, I ask you to take over. Before that, all the students who have any questions, please put it in the chat box below. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much to the department as well as the students who decided to come on this live session on the Saturday morning. It's 11 o'clock, and I'm so happy that I can see more than 50 students are here. So, ma'am, gave you a a beautiful introduction about Vanaha. That Vanaha is a collaborative learning platform, and it's here to engage the students and take it forward to their future, and help them shape their career. So, I will just tell you on that note that why exactly we have started Vanaha at 2018. So, and that is what directly have a relevance to us to the topic of what we are discussing today. So it was 2018, early 2018, and I will just tell you that I'm a civil engineer like you, and I run a construction business. So what happened over there in the construction business? We had a requirement to recruit some people. Okay, recruit some around 4 or 5 people, and we thought of like, okay, so whom to recruit? Whether we should go for I mean, to someone who has a lot of experience, or we can go for a fresher. So on that day, I mean, before some 3 4 years, what I was doing is I was being invited into so many colleges across India. Almost 400 plus colleges I have visited and interacted with more than 10 15,000 students. Even top of these IITs where I have been regularly been invited to deliver a talk like this. So I thought of like, if I am going to the colleges and I'm motivating students that freshers can do a lot of things, and now when it's coming to my company's recruitment, so I should be very much strict about it and I should recruit the freshers. So I did that. On that time I didn't know about how the things function, because before that I was in Mauritius. I was working with the Mauritius Research Council and I just came back, so I didn't have the much idea about like how this environment goes on in this recruitment process in India. So what happened was, we posted and we were like, we will be giving you some around in hand 23,000, and 1 year after we will be giving you the like increments and all these things. So we decided to go with the freshers, and we knew on that point it was very much clear with my HR and to me as well, that if we recruit freshers, we have to spend a little bit amount of time on them to make them realize how the things work in actual the construction site. Because what they are having or what you are having currently is a concept, but engineering and working in the engineering field is like more about applying that concept into and make it into a reality. So anyways, so the thing was like, we recruited some people. Now what happened after some around 5 months 6 months, when actually I need them, and after 6 months down the line they learned. So in this period what happened, they actually have the knowledge which was not much required for us. Now we spend the time on teaching them. Almost like 4 months we have taught them like how the things work. We took them to the construction site, we spend the time and we teach them, okay, this is how these things work, this is how that things work, this is how your theory differ from the practical. So all these things we have done, and we paid them the full salary. So that means you are giving the full money, you are also teaching them. This was the thing was going there. Now after 6 months, after that month, they were like, some of them came to me and was like, sir, we have a better opportunity from a better company. So I said like, okay, so what you want? So they're like, sir, we don't want to switch because here we have a lots of learning opportunity, but the thing was like, we are getting more salary, so if you can increase our salary. So I said like, I can't, because on the last 6 months you were been into my company and I taught you and I paid you the salary. I didn't ask that I will be giving you less salary or more salary. I said like, okay, this is what you have been decided in in the interview table. I will pay you. But right now, as per the company's policy, I cannot go beyond. So they were like, okay, sir, we have a better opportunity, so we want to switch. So they're like, okay, that's your choice. And as a mentor to so many students, I always tell, wherever you are getting more salary, you must move on, because that was the thing. That's why you are here. Even tomorrow, if I make a profit, I will be not sharing you with that money with you. So obviously, if I'm thinking being an employer about the money, then as an employee, you should also think about your profit. So you can move on. Now, what happened out of some 5 people, some 3-4 people left. Now the thing was like, we came to a realization that we spent around 6 months on a people and spend almost 23,000. You can understand. So if on an average we have spent around 6 lakh rupees on some 5-6 people, plus timings, plus efforts. Now when I need them actually for my main work, I don't have any engineers and I have to recruit again. If I have to recruit again and if I have to spend time, then there's no meaning of that recruitment which I have done already. On that onwards, what happened, we decided ki, okay, let's not recruit any fresher. Let's not recruit any fresher, any civil engineering fresher in our company, and we make it like a rule, hard and fast rule, that minimum 6 months. Now where the students will be bringing that their experience and all these things, I will not care. That is not my concern. They are spending 4 years of time in colleges. This is their duty to make sure they are coming up with the skills which they need, because when they are going to any CSE or IT related job, they all know the codings and they know how to implement, they know how to build a website. If they know it, they go there, just spend a few minutes of time and they adopt it. But why as a being a small company we will spend such a big expenditure? So that was the initial thought. Now what happened, Vanaha, this company, the reason behind to start is like, well, I was getting keep on invited into different companies also. So when I visited the company, I met so many people, and I've been a part of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce with my companies and with the NASCOM as well. So there are a lot of companies are there who are there. So when I did a survey on them, what I found out, many of them are not interested to recruit, especially for the civil engineering, construction industry people. They actually don't want to recruit freshers for some reason. Then I went to different job portals like Naukri.com, Times Jobs, and all these portals. And all I found, even finally a students can relate to me, all they are asking is like a minimum 6 months of experience. Now the question is how a student can get a 6 month of experience right from their college days. That's a one concern. So we decided then there is something wrong is happening here. We have to stop it. The thing was like, you were spending 4 years of time not for the marks. If you are doing engineering, it's not for the marks. You're doing engineering for obviously marks, concept, as well as you should be money oriented. You should think of money. That was the main concern. Because see, in a very clear note, if I say on this, one YouTuber today one YouTuber earned millions, and they are having only probably one or two skills, like a video editing. Max to max, they can speak in front of camera. These are the two skills they are having. And how much they spend to get that skill? Maybe some hours they spend on YouTube to learn video editing, isn't it? But us civil engineers, how many subjects we've been taught in 4 years? Near about 40 to 48 subjects. Don't you think out of that 40 or 48 subject has the capability to give us a good amount of salary and to start up to make a money? If not, there is a problem. So considering this, one side Companies want to recruit people with a good skills. On the other hand, lots of students with a good skills are not able to connect with the colleges. That was the bridge. That was a gap, and there I want to put a bridge. That was the main concern to start this company, Vanaha Education Innovation Labs, on 2018. Since then, today, 2020, we have spent around 2 years, 4.5 months. We've been associated with 70 plus colleges, and we are having the students from 9 different countries. And that is possible because we are, like today's topic, what you are seeing, that entrepreneurial mindset, and we want to make sure the students earn more than 70-80,000 per month. Now how? That is what the whole discussing point today, and that was I will be helping you out. Or is it really possible, or is it just like another poster gimmick, a fancy word or buzzing word I'm using? This webinar is currently, I don't know, maybe 15th webinar on last 2 months I'm doing it. All the people are like, okay, we want to hear what happening, and I'm telling you, there are a lot of people are getting benefited, and I'm hopeful you will be benefited too. Now on that note, I'll be telling you what's another beautiful thing. A number. Currently, India is having 70 million plus students. 70 million. Out of the 70 million, every year India produce some around 16 lakh engineers. How much? 16 lakh every year. Out of this 16 lakh, around 4 lakh students are from civil engineering department. Out of this 4 lakh, 3 lakh 20,000 every year remain jobless. Rest of the people who get the job. This is a shocking number. Now you will be telling me, sir, there is not campusing, there is not this, there is not that. There are a lot of things you can tell me. Now we have to go to deeper bit why companies are not recruiting. If we can solve that mindset, solve that problem, then only we will be successful in our career. That's it, otherwise not. Now, being an employer, I am taking you to that level, and I did with some students, and that's what I'm sharing. I will share quickly one job opportunity which I recently got, and I want to discuss on that with you. Let me just show you. Recently, I got a job opportunity, students from us, and they want my help. Like, Shatadru, can you help us to get some recruitment done? And because you have a pull-up student civil engineers connection, so I said okay, and I went to a, mm, a college, which was very close to me. So I went there, and what happened was, like, I talked to their department. Okay, so I talked to their department, and I was like, okay, this is the job opportunity I am having. So they said, like, this is a very good opportunity. Now do you want me to talk to our students if they are interested? So I talked to more than 40 students, and out of these 40 students, I didn't got a single student who was up for the job and have a confident to, like, okay, sir, I am ready to do the job. Now, why and what, that I will be showing you right now. So just give me a moment. Let me show you. Just give me a moment. Let me show you that job opportunity. What exactly the thing was there. So it was a basic job. They are ready to pay. They are not looking for, that company is not looking for the people, or like, I want the experience or something. Company is not at all looking for that. What company is looking for is, like, people who knows the work, or who have a understanding of, like, how to work. So that was, and they are ready to pay some around, the starting will be some around 25 to 70K up to they can go, if you are having a what I will say, if you are having a good expertise or good knowledge, if you are having, so they are ready to pay you. So let me just give me a 1 minute of time, and I will just quickly show you that what exactly the job, what I was talking about, what exactly they said. So let me just quickly check. There's some network glitch. Yes, I got that. So share with you. So now I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it right now. So you can see this is my mentor is saying me, say, can you help us? We are looking for to hire one to a civil engineer. And I'm telling you that they have recruited almost 5 engineers from us for a fresher, and they are getting 35K per month. Now, what exactly they are looking for? Let's talk about it and how this is directly relevant to you. That is very important. Like, see what they're telling. We are looking to hire one or two civil engineers with practical experience. Can you help us? So, what I have to help them? What they need experience in making bills as per drawings. Making bills as per drawings. That means you need to have two skills. What at the final year, if you are in, then you have learned estimation costing. Now you need to know how to read the drawings. How to read the drawings. The drawing you have prepared in the first semester and the third semester probably, or second semester or third fourth semester. I mean first year and second year you had the engineering drawing and advanced engineering drawing. Now let's say your friend had drawn. Now can you calculate the estimation, create the bills out of it? First thing, estimation costing, quantity surveying rather, I will say. Second, also experience in discussing drawing with the client and getting them rectified and then explain it to site engineer and labor contractor. I will tell you that what about this. So recently I was doing a school project. Okay, there was a school building I had to prepare with my construction company. Now when I went there, I found out that there is a missing link. Like there's something missing. What is something missing? That they didn't provide the tie beam at the foundation. Now without tie beam there were no foundation can be stayed there. It's a small school and there has to be a proper tie. So I went to my executive engineer and I will show you that how that thing looks like, how we got the tenders and all these things, how you have to read it and ask for the rectification. Then you will be understanding that it's like a normal paper, normal written schedules they will be giving, and you have to go through it, and based out of the going through it you have to I mean tell the engineers if there is any mistake or any chances you have to make, or you have to do any such things, any modification you have to do, that you have to suggest. Otherwise what will happen? Otherwise if I say there is no problem, my work order will be generated, money will be fixed. When I'll be working, then I'll be seeing that okay, these are the things is missing. Either I will be not doing it or I will be doing it. If I don't do, then there is a safety concern. If I do, then the payment has to be done from my own pocket. So the question is, if you are a final year student, if you are a final year student right now, or a third year student, if you are a third year you have completed, that means you are eligible for the gate as well. That means government also thinks that you are ready to be an engineer. Now my question is, can you suggest drawings or modification of the drawings? Can you read the drawing? Can you make a bill out of it? Third thing, what is the experience? Experience mean making or checking bills of subcontractors. If there is a bills coming, can you cross check? Can you say okay, everything is fine? If they are doing any mistakes or anything. Fourth thing, experience in making estimates of stage wise requirement of steel, cement, stone chips, sand, bricks, etc. Now this is a one, again once more time you have to go to the field. Without that you cannot understand, because you know the I mean the ratio. If I say M25, you will be telling sir 1:1:2. If I say M20, you will be saying 1:1.5:3. And I am telling you, my friend, if you go to the construction site, if you mix in that ratio, no concrete will be mixed in that ratio. Concrete can't be mixed at 1:1.5:3. It has to be 1:2:3. Or you have to increase that one. I mean that cement to little bit more. That's how the things work. That's what the practical things actually been done. Then you have to suggest the budget. Then only you can prepare quote for the tenders. Finally, experienced project manager I will keep. So he has mentioned, if not experienced in all of the above, at least few of above item will be good. Now I am telling you, out of these 5 items, you being a fresher should know, because it's in your syllabus. But can you work with this experience? I talked to so many students who just like no. Then we found some of these students whom I was preparing for last 1 year, 1.5 year almost. They are like, we put them 6 people they have recruited. What is the salary? 25K to 70K per month, with the capacity, fooding and accommodation at the site will be provided. That means there is not even a single cost is beyond, I mean you have to bear, just because if you are having a good right sets of skills and they are ready to pay at this much amount of the money. So that was my concern, that are we into the right track? If you are into the right track, then definitely people are there to recruit you. Today, Google has announced that I don't care about your certificate. I don't care about anything. What I care about is whether you being a part of my company can be a part of my money making process. That's what the mindset of every company who wants to recruit. Just think about it. Tomorrow, if you are having a company, why will be recruiting someone? You will be recruiting because you being a civil engineer, you know I am a civil engineer. If I want to recruit someone, then what should be my mindset? That okay, I am making money of 100 rupees by working by myself. If I want one more person, I want to make sure this 100 becomes 200. And to make this 200, being an employee, I will pay him 30%, 40%, or 50%. This was the mindset of every company today. And after pandemic, for definitely this is the mindset. And my point to my student is always, if you were working for 100 rupees and getting paid 30 rupees, then why not you are taking charge and making that 100 rupees, make that 100 rupees for you. That's what an entrepreneurial mindset is all about. Work for 5 years, 10 years after graduation, start your business. Start your business and see the changes in yourself. Now what happened, that was the point when I started the Vanaha, and I connected with like more than 20,000 students. Even I think some around 2,000 students I have met through this webinar in last 2 months. I asked them one simple question, that if an YouTuber with some around one skill or two skills earning millions, you being a civil engineering student with 48 skills, how can you not generate money? If someone comes to me and tell me like, sir, I don't have a job, I don't have this, I don't have that, I tell them a simple question. If a YouTuber can earn more than millions just having a one or two skills, why you are having a 48 skills and you can't generate? The answer probably lies here. You are not passionate about the civil engineering. If you are, then you will be finding a way out, because there's always a way out. See here, I asked this common question to every all of them, and today I'm asking you also. You don't have to answer me. Answer yourself. You know the answers. Why are you studying civil engineering? You could have done something else. Why civil engineering you are studying today? There are a lot of good things you could have done. Maybe even better things you could have done, or the worst thing you could have done. But why civil engineering? You know what is the common answer I got when I visit colleges physically and meet the student and ask them this question? The common answer I got: one, sir, someone told me take civil engineering and your life will be shortened because there will be no job crisis. Second, sir, my mother, father, relatives, someone is working into the construction industry, so I will be getting a job. For me, getting a job is easier. Or third, my father or my relatives or my mother or anyone in my family have a business on civil engineering, so I don't have any problem. And all I care about, one simple thing, that is certificate. And why I don't bother about is a beautiful 5-letter word, LEARN. And that's the problem. And that's the problem, because I am not passionate about the work. And if I'm not passionate about the work, then obviously I'll be not finding the way out. But some people are passionate. They're still struggling. They're working hard, but the industry is not rewarding them. You know what happening for the industry? This is a number, a very shocking number. A very shocking number. 8,000. 8,000. You know what this 8,000 is all about? This is nothing but an average salary being offered to a fresher civil engineer in India. Average salary, 8,000, 8,000. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine? I can't. And salary offered to, when I did the research on like how much an IT engineer is getting, I got a shocking number, 90,000 to 25,000. My question is very simple. Today you have heard, probably when you open a newspaper in the morning, you have seen, okay, this student from IIT got some around 1.2 CR package. This IITian got this much package. That IITian got some around million package. Have you heard a civil engineer got it? Have you ever read into any newspaper a civil engineer got it? I never. Seriously, I never. But when I look back to JEE, if you can recall your memory, you remember whenever you wanted to take admission to any college, the first thing where the seats got occupied, it's the civil engineering department. And then that means that the best students goes to the civil engineering field or civil engineering department. And then when they are after 4 years, what happened wrong to them that they suddenly started receiving that 8,000 worth of salary, where the other students, I'm not telling they are bad, I'm telling suddenly something happened to them and they started off being offered 19,000, 25,000, 27,000, even 30, 35,000, even more than that. Their average so high. If I leave this thing, let's not talk about salary offered to an IT engineer. Talk about Mason. I pay 650 rupees per day to my Mason plus food and all, food and tiffin. Consider 5,500 and then multiply with 30 days. 15,000 you are paying anyways to a Mason. Never been to an engineering college. Never been to. My point is very simple. You are spending lakhs of rupees to do engineering. I am a businessman. I talk about the business perspective. I talk about ROI, return on investment. What is your return on investment? 8,000. Oh, come on. Then don't do it. Take that money, put into a Ola cab, you will be earning more. You will be earning. Whose money is this? Your money is this. Keep it on mutual fund, you will be getting probably more return. Do it like a FD, you will be getting more refund. Just for a degree you are learning, then please don't. Your professors, your college, even us, working hard to make sure you are successful, you being successful. From these pyramids of Egypt, if you see this beautiful structure, Eiffel Tower in 1889, on that time there was no engineering, no degree, no webinar like this, no motivational talk, nothing was there. Still people built such an amazing structure. How? On that time they were not looking for any engineers like you. Even for the structures like Burj Khalifa. See how beautiful our industry is all about. You belong to Pune, Maharashtra, beautiful city, beautiful place, but naturally blessed. When you think about tourist spot, what do you think? Naturally blessed. But look at this city, they are not even naturally blessed. All they had was like some few engineers who made change the city forever, make it a tourist spot. There was an evolution happen, you know. First it was Europe. First thing, just think about it. Construction, beautiful constructions. You'll be thinking Europe. Then America. Then this Southeast Asia. This Middle East. Right now where the construction is happening. China is also full. Where the construction is happening. India, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh. One of my students is there currently studying into, have finished his graduation from University of London and currently working in Singapore. He belongs to Sri Lanka. I was talking to him. Having 6 years of experience in Singapore. I was talking to him. What is your plan? He was like, I want to come back to India. I was like, why? He said, I want to come back to Sri Lanka. I was like, why? He was like, sir, right now all the construction is happening in the Sri Lanka is done by Chinese people. I want to come back and I want to take over. I'm having a worst experience. I'm like, great, come over and make it a successful venture. Everyone who was working outsider coming back to this subcontinent to work, because this is a now big market. Are you ready to take up? Big project requiring big skills. Small project, even in your locality you see it. Have you seen your parents when they constructed? Have they been talked to an engineer? No, people don't do that. Even in my locality, when they wanted to make house, they go to a experienced mason or the popular mason in our locality. Like, hey, I wanted to make house, please help me. They are only our architects. They are only our engineers. Then where we are fitting in this whole ecosystem, where you are fitting in, being a civil engineer, freshly graduate in the next 1 or 2 years. That is what we have to think, and then only that will, if we can solve that problem, then our money problem will also be resolved. Now I will take you to one important thing. There's a graph. I didn't create that. Autodesk create that. I will tell you on behalf on that, like what is all about. You know what? If I say today, I am having 50,000 rupees budget. I want to buy a mobile phone. What will be your answer? You will be saying, sir, take a mobile phone which is having a 4 cameras. Take a mobile phone which is having a this gigahertz processor. Take a mobile which is like having a this function, that function. You'll be all you would be telling me a mobile phone which I can carry for the next 1 and 2 or 3 years, which will not feel like a old hand or old school in my hand. Will you be suggesting me to spend 50,000 on Nokia 1100? Probably no. Because if I want to do that, you will be said like, sir, there is no use. It's outdated. Isn't it? The same thing actually get applied for you. As an employer, let's say I'm having a budget of 50, 60,000 I want to spend per month. What I look for a new employee is they are having a latest skills. Your professors, me, we have graduated long back, and all we are having is like I mean, the same knowledges. It can't be same. Like a person graduated 6 years ago and a person graduating this year can't have the same experience or same knowledge. We will be ahead of you with the experience. You will be ahead of us with your technological or the latest knowledge. If we are into the same level, then you will be never getting a job, because already I am having experience. I recently posted a job requirement. I saw so many people, send me resume. All they know is AutoCAD Stat Pro. And I took some of their interviews. I asked them, see, what is the difference? I graduated long back. I also know AutoCAD and Stat Pro, but I have an experience. You are also graduating this year and you are also having an AutoCAD Stat Pro. Then what is the meaning of it? You don't have anything extra. Then how you are different and why I should recruit you? And I'm telling you this graph today. You have to look into yourself and spend a time with yourself, and you have to tell yourself where you are standing. You don't have to tell anyone else, but tell yourself where you are standing as per the market requirement. What market wants and where you are standing. See, first 1950s, when the hand drawing was popular. 1970 CAD, 2000 parametricism, 2009 BIM, algorithm modeling, 2010 11 interoperability, 2013 14 photogrammetry, AI BIM, generative design, robotic construction, IoT. This is the phase where you are. If you are here at CAD, you have to be here. If you are at BIM, you have to be here. If you're at IoT, then you are probably ready. Now you have to think how to get more practical experience on this. You have to think. You have to come to this automation, robotic construction, IoT, and all these things. Because there was a time when people used to say, can robots write a symphony? Can robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece? On that time, answer was no, unless you can see his name is Chris Wilson, who did a beautiful symphony out of the automation process through the robotic technologies. And Pinder Van Arman, who have created a beautiful masterpiece using the same robotic or the automation process. It's been said by the time 2030, India will be, not the India, the entire world will be taken over by some around 80% automation, 80% AI. Today, I know what is the problem of the situation of this, because of this migrant worker issue. You have seen that what happened during the lockdown with the migrant workers. The migrant workers, so means the people who used to work into the other state, especially the laborers. Today, these people are having a lot of fear. They don't want to go to the different states to work. They are looking into their state. Now there is a job crisis, people crisis, construction site. So what? That mean the construction will be stopped? No. Construction won't be stopped there. Construction won't be stopped there. We are bringing the new automation. We are bringing the automation here. Now, because we are bringing the automation, you have seen previously the people used to take concrete and put it on their head and going to the 10th floor, 12th floor, 13th floor, 14th floor. But today there was a single machine, and we are pouring that entire thing using the batching plant and all this thing, hydraulic pump. We are putting into the 10, 20 floor. That means automation is coming and taking place. But the thing was, this is what I am telling you today. If even the 80% of the market is getting occupied with the automation or AI, 20% there will be definitely HI, and the HI stands for human intelligence. Because to control that machine, you need people. You need people. Now the question is whether you want to stand on that 20%. Because for you, especially, I'm telling you, for you people, you 81 people, I'm seeing 81 people is there. You are having a tough fight because the new education policy has taken place. You are going to have a real tough time. Now, why? I will tell you. Why you are having that real that tough point, I will be telling you shortly. Now the thing was, what is my solution for you? I told a lot of problem. There are a lot of problems there. That's true. Now, how can you solve a problem here, and how can you get through it? First, skill development. You have to use your skill sets to be developed. You need to know what are the things to be added to your portfolio. That's the first thing. Second thing, whatever you are learning, see the application, see the reality check. You know where exactly the IT students go ahead and then us. An IT student, you see in this way. If I ask you, here 80 students are there, so I ask you, hey, what is your dream company? Which company you wanted to go, or which company like you wanted to make a company? Answer usually you will be getting like for civil engineers, L&T, Gemon, Sapurji Palwanji, NCC, all this. Ask the same question. You do this social experiment. Ask the same question to an IT student. They will be starting with Facebook, IBM, Microsoft, Apple, and all this. Amazon, all this. That means their approach is international and global. Your approach is very much national or Indian. So obviously the problem. And many people don't even know the companies, which company they have to head to. When they know, they prepare themselves, they learn coding, they build website, they know HTML5, they learn Stack, they learn Zira, they learn R, they learn Stack. All these things they do and they prepare themselves. But problem with us, I learned how to make column, how to get the shear force bending moment, and then I cannot just make a construction and check whether that will stable or not. The practical exposure, what is the main problem into our curriculum, but only civil engineering is the only field where the practical skills is more relevant than the theoretical skill as well. Because for a normal skill, I'm not telling about the high complex structure, but for a mid-range constructions, people are doing without even experience, and that's we have to stop there. So that can only possible when you work more, you are doing hands-on, you are getting the skill development. Now I'm telling you, what are the processes you can make money. Like I talk about the ROI, I talked about the YouTubers, I talked about like how YouTubers were making money. Now I'm telling you that how you can make money, and this is a process how my students are making money. I'm talking about it as per the workings or the proven record, I'm telling you. And that happened into the last 3 months. I'm not talking about the old data. First, when you get a skills, I will tell you the thing what happened. Vanaha was a platform where we people used to go to the colleges and used to give the training program. Now after the lockdown, we did online. Now colleges are shut, so we don't have enough students. So what we will be doing, we told to the our sales team that we will be making a strategy change, and we want to help the students who are not getting job or looking for job with a minimum charge. So we designed a curriculum and we ran a huge discount. On the other hand, Udacity or any other Udemy or an academy thing, that is Coursera, they're giving the free courses. So obviously students was going to the free courses. We decided, no, we don't want to do that. We want to help the students at the end process. Like, I don't want just to skill develop, because skill development can be done on YouTube also. I want to help them and make them successful in terms of money. If they are spending in my coaching or in my training program on 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 7,000, 10,000, I'll make sure they are earning that money, and within some around 1 month they are started earning money. So how that thing was started, so we skilled them with some of these courses. We asked them, like, we did a mentorship, we did a counseling on them, and we want to understand what they want, what they're passionate about. So I will tell you that few student story. So one group of student who learned from me some around a software called ArchiCAD, and this is some of their work. They spent some 16 hours on learning, and they started building this kind of construction. Now what they did, say they were like, sir, now what to do? I said, like, do one thing. You now see, this is how called the zero rupees business. Your investment is zero. They learned it, they started posting into their Facebook, and that they are doing after the 16 hours learning. They are keep on in touch with me, they are doing my construction projects internship, as well as they are working, they are posting into their Facebook, they are keep on doing that. After that, they started a page, they did a page on Instagram also. Now they started a page. Now through that page, what happened, they started being noticed by the people. Okay, they run the ad, they did they did the lots of marketing there. Now people used to come there. That's the one setup that they started getting the projects. One second student group of students, they didn't have the money, so they said, sir, I don't have money, what to do? I said, like, do one thing. Is there any, find out if there are any relative who are making construction. You go to them, you already learned how to do the planning and everything. Because in my there is a curriculum of mine, advanced training program, where I teach the students is like, your client will be coming to you with a land like a 2200 square feet, and they will be giving you a budget like 20 lakhs. Now you have to make the end to end work. I mean, you will be giving the key. That much preparation I will be taking you care. I will be taken care. So that was there. So they learned that. So I told, you already learned this, so you take over the job, and I will be behind you. I will be helping you guide. My team will be guiding you. You make it successful. Do it for a free of cost, but ask them, while the construction is happening, I will put a poster with my phone number. They did that. Immediately, you won't believe, 3 jobs they got it right after that construction was going on. 3 jobs they got it, and they are successfully doing it, and they are in second year. Third student, this fellow was graduated some around 2015, and right now after the COVID lost the job, and from a very poor family. Now he came to me and saying me, sir, I don't have money. He booked a mentorship. I don't know why even he paid some around 5,000 rupees in my course. He entered, and I was like, what you want? You already know all these things. So like, sir, I know everything about the work, but I am jobless right now. You are my last hope. You help me out. How can I earn money, or give me a job? I said, like, okay, I cannot give you money because I am not an ATM, and I cannot give you a job because my company is also not big like a big company, so I cannot give you a job, but I can help you to earn money if you can give me 1 month. So he said, like, okay. I said, like, how much savings you are having? He said, nothing left, only 5,000 I can spend, else I will be not able to eat. I said, like, 5,000 is more than enough. So like, sir, what to do? I said, like, do one thing. Dekho, I'm now right now telling a story how to start a construction business at a 5,000 rupees. Now I tell you, do one thing. You go to your panchayat. So he belongs to a village. So I think you go to your panchayat and register yourself as a proprietorship contractor. He went there. He registered himself as a contractor. It is worth of 1,000, some around 700, 800 rupees. This he spent. Now he says, sir, done. What to do? I said, like, go now, register yourself with a GST. He registered himself for GST, cost him 1,500 rupees. So it's done. I said, like, now do one thing, get some help. There are a lot of things is there. You do that. So he spent some 7 days. Now it's like, drop a tender. So tender open happened. He dropped the tender. Now you got, and for tender dropping, he has to spend some around 500 rupees. He did that. Now he has spent almost 3,000 rupees. He has left with 2,000. He got a job of 70,000. How much? 70,000. Now said, she came to me and said, like, sir, I got the job, but I don't have money to do the work. I said, like, why? How much? Like 70,000 worth of work. I did the costing. It will be almost 50,000 I have to spend. I was like, how much time you will be required? Well, like, one day I can. I was like, you should do it, because if you are getting 20,000 in one day, then I mean, you should go for it. He's like, sir, I want to, but I don't have money. You give me 50,000, at least 50,000, then I can do it. I was like, oh, I will not, but there's a way you can make money. It's like, how? I was like, do one thing. You have a working order? He said like, yes, sir, I am having a working order with me. I said like, do one thing, go to the local distributor who will be supplying you the material. She's like, sir, I don't have money. I said like, you don't need money. You need a work order. So like, why they will be giving me the free of cost? They don't even know me. I said like, they don't know you, but they know the stamp of the work order. They know the value of the stamp or stamp which has been there in your work order. Because if he knows that you are starting up in his locality, so definitely he will be dealing with you, because he knows one work you will be doing means you will be doing 10 more work and you will be purchasing for him. So he was hesitating. I forced him to go there, and he went there without even a question. He came back and like, so it's an amazing thing. He didn't even ask. He agreed without even bargaining. He's like, okay, you don't have to pay. You pay me after you receive. I was like, this is how the things work into the construction side. All are the credit things. Like, sir, this problem is sorted. Now I have to pay minimum 20,000 to my labor. I said, like, do the same thing with the labor. Get a labor and make him a contract. Like, I will give you the more 5-10 jobs. Every time you will be my guy working with me. Connect with them and tell them that I will be paying you after 3 days. So because that's a CAC work, CAC works is for a government. CAC work is like you will be getting a cash within a week after the work completed. Luckily that labor contractor also agreed. Now he started the work. He spent some 2,000 rupees on few things he has managed. Within a 7 days, he got a job worth of 70,000, finished, got the payment, cleared all. Within next week, he got another job some around 1,20,000, which is almost going to finish, and another job probably he's having in hand, who is like a near about 1,40,000. Started from 5,000 saving. Can you imagine? Only 5,000 in a month, in a 1.5 month. Right now his revenue is more than 2 lakhs. In 1.5 month, 2 lakhs revenue. Yes, profit is less, but 2 lakh revenue he did. Now just think about in this way how fast he can earn money. And this is not a, that things you heard like, okay, I got 80 lakhs check, I locked 20 lakhs check. It's not MLM, it's not a marketing, it's a proper business setup. Now while doing this, he did a good work. He kept his profit less and he did a good work. Now he's been approached by the private construction people are doing private construction. They're like coming to him and like, sir, I want to make house. He's into the super success mode. If they can, then why you can't? That fellow is just a diploma, BTech diploma. You are a I mean, that's like a diploma. You are a BTech student. You are having a far more knowledge than them. Few more students who have started the same way they have started this contractor thing, because you don't have to wait till then. Wait till your graduation. You can just do it right now, because a lot of contractor you'll be finding never been to any engineering college. My second year, third year students are earning money from there. One second, this is a starting up own venture. Second, start freelancing. You learn the subject, do the freelancing on it. I don't know why people don't do that. Why people is not talk about money, we all talk about marks. I talk about money. You are getting marks from last 12 plus 4 16 years. Now stop making marks. I'm not telling you stop making marks. You need marks, but you focus on money as well. Vitamin M is needed, boss. Vitamin M is very much needed. So do freelancing. You are having this much skills. Your professors are so helpful. We are there. A lot of people out you will be finding who will be helping. You just get into the sea and start doing freelancing on the work which you learn. So my point is, whenever you are learning a subject, you don't have to learn all subjects properly. You don't have to be a master in all. Master in one and make sure you are making money out of it. Do freelancing on that. There are a lot of sites, the freelancer, truelancer, then Fever. There are a lot of companies and places are there. If you know quantity surveying only, no. If you know quantity surveying only, you can earn $10 per hour. If you know AutoCAD drawing, you can earn some around $20 per hour, $30 per hour. Depends on your experience. This per dollar rate will be increased. Go and do freelancing. Third, knowledge sharing business. This is what I am doing also. I do all this too. So I stopped freelancing right now and do knowledge sharing business mostly, and now my own construction companies there. What is knowledge sharing business? I have some knowledge which someone is needed in this world for sure. When in the 2016 I first launched BIM, building information modeling, in this here, that time no one was teaching that. I was being invited to the IITs. When I used to go there, I used to charge some around for 2 days or some around 12 hours. I used to charge 1 lakh 1.5 lakhs per student. I mean for the entire event. That's knowledge sharing business. Today, even you can't even I spent some around 1 hour, 2 hour on training program. And in a month, from one student or two students, we are charging a very hefty amount, because I have some knowledge. And not only do this with the student, I do the corporate training. I'm helping the MTech students in Bashaweshwar Engineering College right now is going on their final year students. I'm mentoring, and I'm helping them to build up a project. All this thing happening, and I am able to judge, because I have some knowledge which can be paid off, which can be paid by someone need my knowledge. You are probably love to teach. Even you don't have to know engineering. You have cracked JEE to come here. Go to an academy and list yourself as a trainer. Teach JEE. Everything you have learned, someone needs your knowledge. Someone is looking for, and you can monetize it. These three you can do right now before you graduating, and just think about how much money you can make out of these three only. People only know civil engineering means construction. You finish the degree, then look for a job. No, there are a lot of other ways. People are generating money. I am a civil engineer. I am making money. There are a lot of civil engineers I know who are making money. You can too. And that's not the 8,000. My students who are getting connected, they are not even bother about it. If someone calls them like, oh, you'll pay 10,000, they will be like, they'll give a slang and they will cut the phone. That the audacity they are having right now, because of one thing, you have to make it clear in your head. It's not you giving you a job doesn't mean like a company is doing some kindness thing for you. They are thinking like, I will make 200 rupees and I will pay him only 30 rupees. You need them, they need you. If they can bargain with you, you should be able to bargain with them. They have, after 2 years of experience, you will be understanding. People will be not telling you how much marks you have got. People will be telling you how much work you have done. And then they will be not telling you, I will give you 10,000. They will be telling you, my budget is 15,000. How much you want? Then you will be telling them, boss, I want to get 15,000. Then only I will do the work. This is how things work. As a fresher, this companies just take advantage of you. Just because they will be telling one thing, you don't have experience, you are a fresher. But that can't be the true. You can tell like, I am a fresher officially, but I have more work knowledge than a lot of engineers out there. That confidence I want in you. And once this three thing is done, get a license. Get a license building surveyor, license builder, license architect, license structural engineer. LBS you can get right after your graduation. This is what is called LBS in West Bengal, where I belong. I don't know what is called Maharashtra, but this is there in all over India with different name. And you can get it. With this license, you can build, you will be having the authority of signing up to 10 floor constructions. Now just think about it. If you are doing these four things, only four things with one skills, how much money you can make out of it? How much money you can make out of? My point is very simple. Today you are spending 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs or 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs. I don't know how much you are spending on your engineering. What is your ROI? What is your return on interest, return on investment? If you are spending money on the mutual fund or stocks or savings or any other platform, you will be getting 7%, 10% return, 14% return in different places. Even you can get how much return you are getting in how many years. That is my point. This money belongs to you. Think for how to snatch back that money. That was the thing, that was the mindset you should be having. And these are the ways currently I can see. And I think these are the things only students can do. There are many other things people can do, but these are the things I know what been experimented, and I have seen them successful. Finally, I will show you one thing here. People ask, if some of you like, I don't want to take a risk of doing job. I start a business. I want to get a job. I am telling you, there are a lot of people will be asking you that you will be graduating, bring a 1 year experience, half an year experience. You don't have that. If you don't have, there is a way out. I find out. Maybe it can be helpful for you. My students from the first year whom I associated with the colleges, their colleges students are doing that. First, truss bridge analysis. This is you learn truss. Then 2D drafting in AutoCAD, learn communication, do an internship of 4 weeks, 2 weeks into the even semester, 2 weeks into the odd semester. Then learn 3D CAD, Revit in your second year. Frame analysis, because you will be learning strength of material, analysis of StratPro. You will be learning survey, get introduced to the GIS softwares. Then intermediate level of communication, 8 weeks of internship, even semester 4 weeks, odd semester 4 weeks. Third year, you are having the structure DCS, DSS, design concrete structure, design steel structure. Learn superstructure analysis using SAP, ETABS, Tekla or Midas. Foundation analysis, SAFE. Remote sensing, GIS. Land surveying using total station. Even you can learn with the DGPS machine. Traffic planning and analysis. this is, you will be getting, there are different software is there. Then learn about business, how to make business, how can you start up, what is the lean startup methodology, and how to make a zero a startup business with zero rupees. Then do some pre-placement training, because there are a lot of tricks is there. Like we are having a trick of writing a mail where people, if you write that mail to any employer, they will reply back to you for sure or sure, and will give you an opportunity to interview. There are a lot of tricks is there, so you can work on that. Then 16 week of internship, 2 weeks of this semester, 2 weeks in that semester. Finally, quantity surveying. Final year, if you are in construction project management using Primavera, project risk analysis. This is something is our training, advanced professional training. That's a secret training. Then Plaxis, GeoStudio, Optum. This is for geotechnical engineering. If you wanted to go, if you want to go water treatment, then you are having Aquasim. Then build up a major project based out your experience, learn a little bit more business, pre-placement training more, and then create a minor or major project and do the internship of 16 weeks. Now you see 16, plus 8, 40, 44 weeks. So that means out of 52 weeks, 44 weeks of experience you will be bringing, which is considered as a 1 year of job experience, which is considered as a 1 year of job experience. Now you will be graduating with this much skill, this many softwares, as well as you will be having experience. I'm telling you, although I run an education company, I'm telling you, don't learn from me, don't learn from anyone, but learn it. My question is very simple. You learn it from me, I don't care. You learn it from others, I don't care. I just want you to have that skills with you. That's why today I'm sharing with you. You need this. You need this. Even this is true for today, maybe not true for tomorrow. I have to keep on modify that. But right now, today, on 17th October 2020, I am telling you, these are the skills you need. These are the internship amount you can get if you work from the first year. At least from second year or third year also, you can make it up. This is what you need, because there's a huge competition is going to come, because there is something called new education policy. This new education policy, if you see today, look at the India. Every 10 years, there is an economical crisis. Every 10 years, there is a job crisis. This is a pattern. Who lost their job? The 10 years old employees, because they can't be the executive. They have to get the more salary. They can't be freshers. So company say bye-bye to them, because in 10 years they don't upgrade themselves. But for you, the challenge is very much, because this year new education policy has come up. What is this new education policy called tells? And one important point is, report card will be comprehensive based on skills and capabilities. It will be not typical mugging and vomiting. That kind of things will be not there. And 360-degree progress they will be taking care. That means today how you are learning, your juniors will be learning differently, the engineers. Another thing they have told, which is another very shocking thing for the students like you, because they all know codings. They will be knowing the codings from the 6 standards. And they will be learning IoT, robotic, automation very faster than you. 10 years down the line, they will be fresher and you will be 10 years old employee. Then tell me whether company will be keeping you or them. They will be paying less salary to them and will be getting more advantage, and they will be saying tata bye bye if you don't upgrade yourself or take enough measurement. Because they are learning, they are saying, see, multi-level play activity based learning, play discovery and activity based learning, experimental learning in the science, mathematics, arts, and the social science and humanities, multidisciplinary study, greater critical thinking, flexibility, and student choice of subject. That means new academic structure is something we, the people who are currently in the industry or currently going to be into the industry, especially you people who are in 2020, 2021 graduating or 2022 graduating, they have to be very, very, very worried, because you didn't learn. I don't know how much you know coding. Coding is the future, and how much they have learned, they will be learning. So there will be a very, very vast competition and process of learning. Your learning is more theoretical approach. Here at the engineering, they are talking about, we've been has a talk with the lots of associate of AICTE. What they are suggesting is like they will be going with more project based learning, hands-on training, and experimental learning for the engineering curriculum. So that is the problem. Now, how to get out of this situation, what you should do, I will tell you the last point here, that if possible, get a mentor for you. This is what is the first thing you need. Get a mentor. I know you are having also a bad time. You sometimes face demotivated. I also face that, especially in the night, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We all engineers stay awake, and we know how difficult that time is all about. And I have seen so many students call me during the lockdown, said our offer letter has been revoked. We don't know. We are jobless and all these things. You know what? This situation can be solved if we would have followed the ancient Gurukul system of ours. You know, previously there was a time, there was like India was having like a one guru and there are a lot of shishya. We used to call the Guru Shishya Parampara. Then suddenly we stopped that. We felt so superior. Our culture has been taken by Westerns. They bring a beautiful buzzing what called mentor, and now Indians people again thinking of getting that mentor. So ultimately that ancient Gurukul system, you know, what is the advantage of that? I don't know what's wrong with our current scenario or the current situation. Both parties, teacher and students, somehow even that is a fault for me also. We somehow don't reach out to the teachers. I felt that even in my college days also, we used to hesitate to reach out to our teachers. But when I become a mentor, I become a teacher, I realized, you know what gives a smile on your teacher's face, what gives them a satisfaction, when you reach out to them and tell me, sir, please help me. There's a beautiful word, you know, there's got something called samarpan. Go to your teachers, go to your professor and tell them, sir, I don't know, madam, I don't know, please help me to learn. Madam or sir, I need help in this. See on their faces how much they will be ready to do for you. Their satisfaction is not the salary which get credited on the month end. They need it for their survival. But their happiness is when they see, okay, this is my student, and today see how proudly I told you about my students. This is what the proud they want to feel, and they want to tell, this is my student, today he is doing this or she is doing that. That's what is their motivation. And you know what, these professors and the HODs and the teachers, all of them are having a lot of connection into the industry. They will not tell you, but they will tell you if you go to them. If you go to them, if you go to them and tell them, sir, please help me, ma'am, please help me. The world's best currency is the currency of relationship, which you can use, and you are having a vast network because you are in college right now. Utilize it. I am telling you today, no, that my company in 2 and 4 years is working with 75 colleges, 9 country students. We are having all this proud. I haven't done anything, I will tell. It's this people. These are the people who have been helping me constantly to get this success. Without them, I am nothing. Without them, I'm nothing. Whenever I felt, I'm having a person who is my legal mentor, a business mentor, a curriculum mentor, academic mentor, different mentors I am having. Same you can have. Your professors can be your overall mentor. Your parents are there as your mentor. Even you can reach out to them and take a help out of them. Ask people. If you write a humble way, no, reach out to the people with a humbleness. Even a big corporates will reply you and would love to mentor you, and without any charge. People are always free to talk to you, listen to your problem. They wanted to give back to the society. They don't even charge, but the question is, who needs help? You need help. I am not telling without mentor you cannot be successful. You can be successful. Just think about it. First time you are reaching at the Pune airport, you wanted to reach out to your college. With a Google map, the journey is more comfortable and easier. Journey will be the same. You have to work, but the pressure or the thing was like the overall thing will be the faster. If you don't have a mentor, the process will take some time, because they've been already experienced the something which you might not been faced or might not be aware of, which they are. On that note, I'm so thankful to your professors who've been inviting me, and I hope they are inviting lots of people for this kind of talk shows, this kind of programs to help you out. Just one thing I'll be saying before I finish. Everyone today, everyone praises army, praises doctors praises, the frontliners, they are saying all these things. No, I am so happy about it. But you know what? Sometime we have to clap for our teachers also. These are the people. Today you feel no that okay, there was no my mom can't use mobile phone, my dad can't use mobile phone and all these things. They are not from our generation. They are not from like a generation where they are very used to with the gadgets. On their time, their college life, there was not much about the gadgets. Like your time, you might not be aware of AI, which your next generation will be aware of. After lockdown, when everything was shut, people's future was on stake. These are the people find out, learn the new skill, adopted it, and taking it online. Today, the entire education system of India would have collapsed if there was not online system, and these teachers wouldn't have learned it and adopted it and make it online today. Everything is making made online. They adopted because they adopted, they learned. How much time they got? 2 months, 1 month. Within 1 month, they changed the entire scenario. It changed the entire school building, entire classroom process, and made it online. They know how difficult it is because they are not very used to it. They are not there today. This program was not there. They were not there. Your exams were not there. They were not there. Your future degree, academic, everything would have been delayed. But somehow we don't appreciate that. We don't tell that. We like, okay, this is like their job. But they are satisfaction. You know what? They don't care about it. What they care about, they care about you being successful. They care about the smile on your face. They care about your Facebook timeline showing I got a job, I started this, a photo with some beautiful people, or the renowned people, and they were be proud when they're telling their student, this is my student. So on that note, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will be expecting some question answers from you. I would love to answer. If you are having any question, please feel free to ask. Please feel free to ask.
All the students who have any questions, please put it in the chat box below.
Okay, so I will just see some questions. So I will just try to see one by one. I would love to answer. So first thing is like, since the education system is not providing, how come average students can get exposure to AI, ML, IoT? Even if you took this at this graduation thesis by students, all this do adding trash to concrete and material science, but how can come one break this ice? See, my point, Shantanu, is your college or your college is bounded with the some policies, and the policymakers is like a big elephants. They need time to change it. You don't need time. You are flexible. Why you have to wait till your teachers teach? Why don't you start? YouTube is a free learning source. There are a lot of platforms which is teaching on this thing. You wanted to, first thing is, before you go to all these theses and all these things, you first look at yourself and ask yourself what you want, where you want to head towards, which is your future looks like. Let's say you wanted to be I'm just giving you an example. You wanted to be into a construction industry. You wanted to be into I will be in like a 10 floor buildings I'll be doing and all these things. So I'll be thinking, what are the skills I need? If I don't know, I will reach out to my mentor and I will ask my mentor, sir, I wanted to be this. What are the skills I need? Please guide me. So my mentor will be telling me, these are the skills you need. Let's say your mentor told you need AI, ML, IoT, or any of these things, or big data, Adobe, or like this. What you will be doing? First get an exposure into the YouTube. YouTube is a free source of learning. Try to explore the knowledge. Once you are done with the knowledge, now if you think I need more help, get into a good course. Don't spend much. See where the course is giving less amount, or you get connected with some people in the LinkedIn, or even you can ask your mentor to give you connection to connect with the any industry people. Get connected with them and see what they do. When you do that, you will be understanding what exactly these people are utilizing AI, ML, and IoT and all this thing, how they are delivering, and what can be the alternation. At a time when you are doing the syllabus work, at the other end you are having a professional work. You might be thinking, sir, I have a very limited time. Even I am having a very limited time. In a day, I spend a time on a construction company. I spend a time on Vanaha. I do a mentorship, Yevo. There are a lot of things. I spend almost 16 hours. You can do. If you wanted to be successful, you have to spend more hours. But the thing is, you can only do that when you are loving the work. So don't wait till the entire giant is changing the whole thing, because I will say this. If everyone do the same thing, then there is a problem. Always be into a position where the supply will be, what I will say, supply will be less and demand is high. In my website, if you go, I don't teach like a typical AutoCAD courses and all this thing. I have of those courses, but my selling point is something like what other people are not doing. Other people are not giving or helping people to get successful or helping them to be start a business. They are not starting helping people to start freelancing career, not helping people to get a job. My work is to make them get a job, and for that, what are the skills I teach them. So be onto the position and don't wait till the education system change all these things, because by the time education system is doing the same thing, then there will be again lot of supply and less demand. So don't be into that. You start, like I said, start reaching out to your first year professors. Second, go to LinkedIn, connect with the experts, and while doing this, learn into the YouTube and get the knowledge out of it. Now, Shanmit, what Shanmit has done something really good. System is making students slaves, employed. No one is talking about financial literacy of a student. Students not learned about. Even lots of students today are 21 above. They didn't know about the financial. Just I want to add one point here. We students have pocket money every month around 9,000, 9,000 to 10,000 pocket money every month. I used to get 1,000. Students can cite and put in a SIP stock market and students can do a lot of things. I will say, if you are having a 9,000, 10,000 pocket money, you are getting more salary, actually almost like a salary of a person. I will suggest you wanted to invest on SIP or in stock or anything, that's a risky business, because stock doesn't have your control, or mutual fund doesn't have your control. I will say, you as a student, you wanted to go to a stock market, it's fine, it's your choice. But if you want to invest on some company build up, that will give you a more return. Rather, you will be seeing your company to be onto the stock market in 10-15 years. Question from Sanmeet. Okay, sir, really great webinar. Okay, this question I got. Any more question? Any more people? Any more people having any question? You can ask me. Thank you, Shanmeet. Thank you, Shantanu, for asking us some beautiful question. I hope I have given you the answer for your queries. I would love to take more answers, more questions. Please feel free to ask if you are having any. Also, if you are shy, you are having my email address, you wanted to talk to me, because this webinar comes with a 30 minutes of 30 minutes of mentorship also. You can book your mentorship session with me. Just drop a text with your name, with your college name, or you can mail me. I'll give you a time based on my availability. We can have a talk, and I would love to discuss with you about your startup, about your career, about your things. So anyone having more experience, I mean, anyone having more want to know something. What are you thinking about your near future during? Athar, the thing was like, I was very much motivated by seeing Wolf of the Wall Street. I knew I wanted to start a business, and I love to, you know what, on that time my thinking was, I'm from a very middle class family. Okay, I have a Joe Stock video also. I said that thing. I'm from a very middle class family. I used to see, I used to study in Bhubaneswar, and that's it, and I'm from West Bengal. So what happened used to, I used to get somewhere around 1,000 rupees pocket money every month. That too not every month. So I have to spend that money wisely, because with that money only I can go to college and come back. So on that time, some around 200 rupees it used to cost into a sleeper class to travel from Kolkata to Bhubaneswar. I used to skip the money, and I used to take 95 rupees and be into the general bogies, and I used to come. And I used to see myself like, okay, there are a lot of AC compartments was used to there after the general compartment. So I was like, okay, someday I wanted to be, my friends, we used to be there, but I was like, never, I don't wanted to go and get into any AC compartment, just because this is not I deserve. So 4 years I spent in that way. I used to sit on, I still remember 9:45 it used to be the train back to my Kolkata, and I used to sit on the on that platform, and I used to be like, okay, I wanted to someday, I wanted to be into that AC room, I wanted to be there. Then what happened was,
I seen like I wanted to explore the India. I want to explore to the world. I wanted to be on campus because I love the campus life. And I wanted to find out something I wanted to do where I will be connected, which will give me the traveling exposure, which will be giving me the money. And that's what the motivation to start an edtech company from my end from 20, some around 13, 14 on that, I wanted to start an edtech company. And today I'm doing that. Today, I mean, I've been traveled to more than 35, 25, 25, 26 states, 26 states I have covered up into all over India. And I've been invited by the colleges. So they pay me my traveling expenses. And it's either right now the flight business or flight economy and the first row, or in the trains, the first AC minimum, first AC and the second AC, that too I used to travel. So that all things was the main motivation, that I wanted to earn money and I wanted to I mean, you know, I wanted to see myself successful. So in that term, while exploring the world, exploring the country. And the second thing was like, so preparing myself, I was like second year. I remember I used to visit during the summer days. I used to visit lots of construction sites. They used to throw me. Like, I mean, 2 days I will be spending and I will be asking questions, and they used to throw me. I was like, they were like, some people will be telling, I will be not giving you any certificate. I said, like, I don't care about your certificate. You just teach me how to the work. So I spent second year like that into most of the construction site, my holidays. And then third year and fourth year was like I said, I wanted to be an edtech startup. So I used to visit a lot of edtech companies, and I used to work for, I was not having a very much good speaking skills, because I am from a Bengali medium schools and studied Bengali for almost 12 years and never been to any English medium school. So on that time, what was happening was like I used to been thrown out. So there are a lot of times I've been thrown out, but I knew what I wanted to do. So that was the biggest motivation, that someday I wanted to see myself, uh, I mean, in a chair of a company's director. I know no one did the business in my family before that. So that was the main motivation, and I prepared myself accordingly. And somehow something happened. So thank you for asking. Athar has asked a lot of questions. 9K pocket money for who's non-residential student, they have expenditure like rent. Yes, Amit, I agreed that 9K for expenditure is rent and all these things. Thanks for letting me know. That was true. Athar, when did you start do coding? So starting coding initially, I was like, I didn't know that I have to do a coding. But when I get an exposure to work with Mauritius Research Council over there, MRC, when I get a chance to work with, before that I started learning the coding, because I thought of like, I have to learn the IoT. If I have to learn, then I need to know the codings. So I'm not an expert. I'm not a pro about the coding, but yes, I know some extent of coding for that. And then when I started my company, if those people know Vanaha from the beginning, my first company was first five association was NIT Srinagar. On that time, those students know our website used to look very bad. Then my team and us, we are not all from non-IT background, and our platform still handles by the non-IT people who never been to any CSC or IT department. We do by ourselves, learned little bit of coding and develop this website. This is the fourth stage of this our website, which we have learned, because without coding it's difficult these days. You cannot have an office, but you must have a website. So you need to learn being a director, the coding little bit. So anytime, there's no time to start. You can start from today onwards, go to YouTube and start learning. Before going to any, this is my always been suggestion, Atharv, that before going to any training institute, first spend few times with the website of YouTube, and so that you can understand whether you are really wanted to learn. If you wanted to learn, you can go ahead for that. Okay, next, Shantanu. Shantanu is again saying, how come one can cope up with the difference between education and privileges offered by the higher tier and lower tier universities? How can cope up with the difference between the education and the privileges offered by? The thing was like, see, it's up to you. It's up to you what you want. For me, it was like, I will not talk about the universities. I will talk about the companies. I always say, go and work for a small company. When I got a campus placement, my package was somewhere around 6 lakhs, and my parents were very happy on that day, that very good, my son has got 6 lakhs rupees salary, life shorted, because you are from a very middle class family. My family income used to be somewhere around 15,000 rupees per month, and not that much, even 12,000, 15,000 rupees per month. So on that time, it was very difficult for me to choose a 6 lakhs rupees salary, well secured company to get a job in that, or I wanted to go and take risk to start a business, or not a business, start going for a small company, because I wanted to learn work. If you want to learn work, you have to go to a small company. So I decided to take up a job in a startup, which used to pay me some around 12,500 rupees. On that was my first salary, 12,500 rupees. Because that's a startup, they said me, I can't give you that 6 lakhs. So that decisions you have to take what is you want. Finally, when I left that company, they used to offer me a 6 digit salary with a stake, 6 digit salary and a stake. You can understand that. And that day I had to decide whether I want to continue this job, or I want to quit, I want to come back, I want to start. I spent the entire night thinking that if I stay in this company, my life shortened. My parents were happy. My parents were like, oh my goodness, I told it was April 9, I remember. April 9 and 2018. And I was like, been offered. So I a good thing. I called my parents. I was like, okay, I got this opportunity. So they were like very happy. So let's get, you are settled now and all this thing. They've been happy. And the next morning I told them, called them and told them I left the job. I'm coming back to Kolkata. So it was like a big decision, because your life was secured, safe, and everything. You wanted to take a risk for a future you don't even know. For the first 3 months, I remember 2018 May we have started Vanaha. Before that, April, I came back on April 15th, 14th, I guess. Then April, May, June, I didn't get a single job, single business. So 3 months without jobless, literally jobless, no salaries coming. I was having my food from my savings. So these are the things which is you have to take that decision. And today I am thinking that company which I left, that company is no longer into the business. So if I wouldn't have taken the risk, then probably I don't know what the future would have looked like. I probably wouldn't have met you in this way. And I thought, when did you start coding? Most of the civil engineering students don't have any idea about that. Like I said, I thought you can start anytime, but you have to learn. At least basic idea you should have. Sir, GATE, IECS are some competitive exam who most of the students wants to appear, but only some of them get success. So should we spend our undergraduate time for those companies or getting skills and internship? Sir, because there are many students who are super confused where to consume our time to preparing GATE, IES, getting skills and internship. So Rishikesh, so I am just repeating Rishikesh's question. This is a common question everyone is having. He is asking, sir, there are many students who are super confused where to consume their time, or for preparing GATE, IES exams, or getting skills and internship. We are confused. I'm telling you, Rishikesh, and to all those who are having this question, you know what? Every day we spend time for doing everything, but we don't spend time talking to ourselves. Spend 15 minutes time with you, with your soul. Ask itself what it wants, whether this soul wants to see this body to be sitting on a chair of an IES. Is this the body working the same way what an IES, I mean how the IES preparation should look like? There are 100,000 people are actually appearing for the exam. You can cheat with your parents, you can cheat with your teacher that, oh, I'm a good student, but you can't cheat with yourself. If your confidence is there, go for the IES and get exams. If you see yourself, okay, I wanted to be, I'm telling you, if you wanted to be, you can. If people like me, having a no business experience, having no money, can start a business, you can get a IES and get it as well. But the thing is, are you passionate about? I was never passionate about government job, because I never used to be get fascinated about that government jobs and all this. I always been fascinated about when I see the Steve Jobs standing with their mobile phone and saying a big words like, okay, this is the thing I have built. So that was used to fascinate me, and I used to go there. So it's very important that you see yourself, and when you are confused, you have a mentor. Go to your mentor, talk to himself. You will get a lot of positive motivation. But that was the thing. Introspect, see yourself, what makes you happy, and prepare accordingly. Then it will be easy. Then if you are yourself happy with the GATE IES, don't look at anything. Work for GATE IES. If yourself like, no, I'm confused, that means you don't passionate about it. Go something else. See yourself what you like and do this. Boss, it is in engineering. We have seen many people do engineering, then MBA, then writing a book, 3 mistakes of my life. So people do engineering and then decide what to do with their career. So you can also spend time. You wanted to be a successful, I don't know, composer, you can be after engineering. So introspect, that's what I will be saying. Shantanu, how is the difference to make have a foreign language on your resume? Good. Depends. Your resume is a what I will say, your resume is very dynamic process. For every company things get changed. So if you are working for a foreign company, you are wanted to, if your company works for a with a foreign client, having a foreign language will be add on. If your company doesn't work with a foreign company or foreign client, then that, like let's say you are joining a company or interviewing for a company which is working with the German people and you know Spanish, then there is no use. So you have to think in that way. Okay, Adhiraj said, if we process the necessary skills and elementary level knowledge of ML, AI, IoT, what probability do we have in the further research and good exposure in the industry of our country? Shall I also consider studying abroad or research purpose and eventually aim for a job? Yes, you can. You can. First of all, AI, ML is in very high demand. AI, ML, and IoT is a very high demand. Every businesses right now wants to add the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the concept of IoT. So if you wanted to start the research, you don't have to worry. After right now, like I said, the civil engineers are also implementing the IoT concept. You can do it. You can do it. You can do research. You don't have to be onto any research school for research. You can do it at your home. You need elements, you can get into the, because world is so narrow today. Everything is can be delivered. From a product from China can be delivered to you, product from US can be delivered to you. All this instrument you will be getting, and get a mentor, and you can actually successfully do that and then aim for that. And then let's say if you want to go for abroad and want to do research, you can do. Even the lot of IITs, NITs, even good colleges, your colleges also probably will be soon adding those things to their curriculum. You can go to your CSE department, take a help of your professors and the HODs. They will be definitely connecting with the right people for that. Rishikesh, thank you so much, Rishikesh, for thing. Sambit, is our Coursera courses certificate really have value for you on your resume? To be very honest, Sanmit, I will not compare about any certification, but I will tell you only this: how many certificates you are having, first, second standard, third standard, 8th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard. Is there any use of your 12th standard certificate after your college is over, after your college admission is done? If no, then that's it. Company doesn't care about certificates. My company having a peoples which are having a 6-7 backlogs, I don't care, because no one cares actually. Even Google today is talking about creating their universities. ICICI Bank recruit from their ICICI Bank own curriculum. Tata AIG recruiting from them. L&T taking people and putting them into a place, and they are putting the training programs. Certificate is good, but useless if you don't know the work. Very simple. Everyone asks you very simple questions, Sanmit. I'm telling you to everyone. I am generating 100 rupees. I want to generate 200 rupees, and for to generate that 200 rupees, I want to spend 30 rupees. That's why people recruit. Now you think, or think in this way, Mr. Sanmeet, that if you are an employer, if you are having your own company, what are the parameters you would have checked to recruit someone? Would you focus on certificate? Because see, courses, like you said, like your college is having a particular company to having a certificate. That means you are having some 40-60 students, all are having same certificates, right? So when you visit that company, for an employer, so employer will be taking, okay, everyone has the same certificate. Then how they will differentiate? You have to have something which can be differentiable. And again, like I said, every company, like I said, the pre-placement training and all this thing I have given. That's why you have to prepare for every company differently. You cannot have the same resume, same preparation, same way of talking to all the companies whom you are associated with. I hope you understood.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Actually, we are falling short on time and we have another program lined up. So I request all the students who have any other questions, you can please forward a mail to this to sir. So we'll be getting your mail ID, right?
Yes, you are having here. Can you see this?
Oh,
shatadru@vanama.com.
yes, to all the students.
Provided, yeah.
We all swell that ends well. And thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a very motivating, mindful, and a wonderful session. I'm sure all the students are going to benefit out of it. And coming to the end of the program, I would like to thank our head of department, Dr. U.R. Avari sir, for bringing this wonderful session into reality. I would also thank Vanaha for conducting this session in our college. I also extend my thanks to our speaker, Mr. Satadru Chaudhary sir, for giving us his precious time and motivating the students. Last but not the least, all the students who attended this session and made it a success. Thank you one and all. I now call it an event. Thank you.
Thank you, students.
Yeah, thank you so much.